Hello, and welcome. My name's Eric Vos. I'm the Executive Director at La Crosse Community Theater, and welcome to a new series we're trying where we talk about the plays that are currently showing on stage and give you some backstory so you can get to know the show better. Is this required watching? No, but if you want to know a little bit more about our plays before you come see them, or even after you come see them, let's give this a try and see how it goes. So the first show that I'm going to talk about is Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike, or Why Chekhov is Hiding in This Comedy. If you've seen the title, Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike, you might be thinking one of two things. Either that sounds like a very serious Russian drama, or that sounds chaotic. And the answer is yes, absolutely yes. This play is a modern comedy by Christopher Durang that is stuffed to the brim with references to the plays of Anton Chekhov. But you do not need to know Chekhov to enjoy it. In fact, part of the fun is how the show plays with those references. Who was Chekhov, anyway? Anton Chekhov was a Russian playwright from the late 1800s. His plays are famous for characters who feel stuck, long for something more, complain a lot, and live in beautiful houses they may or may not lose. Some of his most famous works include Uncle Vanya, The Seagull, Three Sisters, and The Cherry Orchard. If you're noticing some familiar names already, good eye. Why these names sound familiar. Durang borrows Chekhov's names, themes, and emotional DNA and then drops them into a very modern, very funny situation. In Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike, Vanya and Sonia echo characters from Uncle Vanya, Masha appears in both Three Sisters and The Seagull, and Nina is the young dreamer from The Seagull. At one point, Nina even asks,
"May I call you Uncle Vanya?"
Yes, the play knows exactly what it's doing. The Cherry Orchard. Yes, that cherry orchard. The characters live in a country house that includes a small cherry orchard, a direct nod to the cherry orchard, where a beloved family home is under threat of being sold.
She starts talking about how we're going to lose this house. The house where we have been so happy. And I became sad and frightened.
In Chekhov's plays, the possible loss of a home represents change, fear of the future, and the painful realization that time moves on whether we're ready or not. Durang uses that same pressure, but lets it explode into comedy. Famous Chekhov lines, with a twist. If you listen closely, you'll hear direct quotes or near quotes from Chekhov's plays. Lines like, "I'm in mourning for my life," obsessions with going to Moscow, characters lamenting, "I haven't lived." One character even declares,
"I am a wild turkey." I am. I'm a wild turkey.
Which is Durang's very intentional remix of Nina's famous line in The Seagull, "I am a seagull." Same existential crisis, much funnier bird. So, do I need to know Chekhov? Absolutely not. If you do know Chekhov, you'll catch the references and enjoy the inside jokes. If you don't, you'll still get a sharp, hilarious comedy about family, aging, jealousy, regret, siblings, and figuring out how to move forward when life doesn't look the way you thought it would. At its heart, this play is doing exactly what Chekhov did, just with more laughs and fewer samovars. Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike is a love letter to classic theater, a roast of artistic pretension, and a reminder that it's never too late to rewrite your story. These Three Sisters are an interesting remix on how things can go. And we can't wait to share it with you.